Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Stalara, and holy cow, it is almost Thanksgiving. I haven't even taken down my Halloween decorations all the way yet, and it is almost Thanksgiving. So if you are anything like me, you probably don't have a whole lot of time or motivation to do a whole lot of shopping between now and then to put up decorations that are really just gonna come down and make room for Christmas, if you haven't started putting Christmas up already, to make way for Christmas in just a couple of weeks. So I thought it would be really fun to do a video with you guys where I talk about decorating on a budget or using things that you already have in your home to kind of create a cohesive theme. I chose tablescapes as kind of my landscape or my focus for this particular video, but the tips and tricks that I have in here really apply to using what you already have or using a budget to decorate the entire house. I'm just putting it in the form of a tablescape. So funny enough, I don't have a dining room table. My husband and I eat off of our coffee table, so in this video you will be seeing that I have set up my coffee table to look kind of like a regular table representing these styles. It'll be a little small because of my limited space, but you can take the tips and tricks and apply them to larger tables or a larger room in general. So without further delay, let's get into it. Tip number 1, start with what you have. Tip number 1 seems pretty obvious, but when you're working on a budget, you should always start with what you have. Go through your home and collect all of your fall or fall-like items and take a look at your collection. Chances are you'll notice some themes emerging. Maybe you have lots of floor items, pumpkins, or particular colors that keep popping up. Pick 1 or 2 of these themes and separate all of the related items with them, and these themes will become the base for your tablescape. Tip number 2, don't focus on large centerpieces. It may seem glamorous to have a huge centerpiece on your table for guests to ooh and ah over, but as soon as folks start sitting around the table, these centerpieces quickly get in the way, are moved to the side and forgotten about. Instead, focus on repeating similar small items to create mini focal points along the length of your table. This allows guests at all points along your table the equal opportunity to enjoy your hard work. They don't get in the way of conversation, and, most importantly, they're easy to move around so you can nestle your side dishes between decorations and they become part of the tablescape rather than fighting with it. Speaking of making your dishes part of your decor, tip number 3, plan space for food. Chances are, aside from Grandma's surprise candied yams, you already know what dishes you're going to need room on the table for. Planning out what serving dishes you'll use in advance will allow you to leave room on the table for them, meaning you won't have to come up with as much stuff to put on it. If empty table space triggers your type A holiday anxiety, make the space look a bit more intentional by placing easy-to-move items as a placeholder. A bowl of apples, a pumpkin, or a well-placed pillar candle should do the trick nicely. Tip number 4, buy intentionally. If you still feel like you need to purchase a few items to bring your table together, consider buying evergreen items that will transition into winter or can find a useful place in your home year-round. For example, I have these LED realistic flameless candles, and I can't tell you how worth the money they've been. For most of the year, they hang out on my bed frame, but they also add a nice ambience to your table and will work really well as a cluster as a faux fireplace for Christmas. You can wrap them in decorative paper, add cinnamon sticks or ribbon to help them blend into your design. Tip number 5, if it doesn't match, make it. Let's face it, sometimes we have items that we just want to have on our table because we want to show them off. We love them and we want our guests to love them too. But these items don't always blend with the tablescape that you're going for. So if it doesn't match, make it. One of the easiest ways to make things match is a fresh coat of paint. Spray painting something white or using a paint in the color of your tablescape will do the trick nicely. Another tip for making things look like they match intentionally is repeating colors. If you need to introduce a new color, find 2 or 3 either items or places where you can introduce the same color, and all of a sudden it looks intentional. Tip number 6, use things in unexpected ways. As Tyra Banks says, normal is boring. So stop being boring and use items you already have available in new and creative ways. Don't have enough matching salt and pepper shakers to go around? Try putting your table spices in small dipping bowls. Turn over a plant pot to help elevate main dishes and create a focal point of interest on your table. Or use glass teacups, which not only look beautiful, but also hold all manner of condiments, sauces, gravies, or even candles. It doesn't hurt that Goodwill is often overflowing with these little guys, and you can usually pick them up for like 50 cents a piece. And finally, tip number 7, don't underestimate the power of simplicity. I'm not sure who got it stuck in our heads that we need to have our tables overflowing with fancy baubles, 3 sizes of plates, a decorative plate to hold your plate, 2 bowls and 3 different types of glassware, but I'm over it. Minimalism is in, and I, for one, am taking full advantage of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, which one of these tips or tricks was your favorite or do you currently use when decorating your home? And if you have any tips or tricks that I missed, please leave them in the comments. I am sure that other folks watching this video would really appreciate being able to see your tips and tricks in that comment section. So this particular video is all about tips and tricks for making a tablescape using stuff that you already have or on a budget. I ended up making 3 different tablescapes because I just had so much cool stuff that I wanted to use. So I'm actually going to do a second video, a follow-up to this one, where I show you the 3 different tablescapes that I was able to create using these same tips and tricks. So that video will be going live soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave some comments, share the video on social media. It really helps to have those engagement pieces to help other people find the videos and enjoy so that I can keep making videos. I heart you guys. I will see you next time. Goodbye.